He got called for a 5-second violation. "17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Chalk up 2 there.
Nice sequence off the inbound. Ball movement and player movement creating the good look.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Washington ball.
And it's Washington with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. They need this. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. So we...
Y firme con él yo por dentro estoy, por eso ninguno me detendrá. Ahora tengo el récord limpio y par de campeonatos, pero antes trabajaba hasta limpieza y ornato. Quieren copiar el flow pero les cambio el formato. Correa desde arriba, ve como yo lo mato. El respeto de los veteranos desde novatos. Procura que en mi zona tú no seas no grato, porque hasta de día están sonando los... Me respetan y los capos. A la hora cero en la raya, seguimos on fire, aquí no se falla. Nunca le sale por más que lo ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo Super Saiyan, subiendo de level como Sander Saya. En las olimpiadas con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla. Young Kings, baby. Santurce PR.
KJ, man. Hey, I don't play cards around me. Sit behind this, I dog me. Hey, I wasn't too good at math. On God, I run with problem solvers. Hey, I'm a money harlot. Not even all of it. People falling. Tryna go, money calling. 34, feel like Giannis. Niggas Giannis. Bro, that's behind me. Get on side me. I don't party. And my money Scotty. Touch, try, Harley. Harley, I say, fuck like I won't go hit Barney. Look just like Barney, and I live it, you record it. Daytime, he foreign. Nighttime, I'm in the foreign. No, got it party. Why she think she important? And old time, you know, I ain't getting none. I like my boy, she 5, son. I'm tired, I'm way too big. I know you weak, baby, don't lie, I know you sleep. Hey, when I get home, I just want you already know I don't. Hey, what you doing with all that? I know you know what I mean. Got plenty and plenty cash. Life ain't nothing but feet. I hope you know that I don't play cards around me. Sit behind this, I dog me. Hey, I wasn't too good at math. On God, I run with problem solvers. Hey, I'm a money harlot. I need all of it. People falling. Tryna go, money calling. 34, feel like Giannis. Niggas Giannis. Hey, bro, that's behind me. Get on side me. I don't body.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. We've got the Charlotte Hornets and the Chicago Bulls.
Well, as much scoring as Jordan does, the only thing he really cares about is that the team wins.
Pass to Rice. Off target from three-point range. Here's Chicago. And a wide open look for Jordan. Here's Longley. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Back to Walker. Here's Rice. The three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
And look at how Rice is just totally ready for the moment. Just put the ball in his hands, and he's good to go.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Pass to Longley. From downtown. Can't get it to go. He's taken two and missed two. Here's Rice. Now here's Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. Kicks it out to Jones. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Longley.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And here's Walker outside. Kept alive. And Johnson is right there.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Pass to Harper. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Larry Johnson picks one up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. Kicks it out to Rodman. Jordan looking around. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, it's like he just keeps going up and up. Limitless vertical for MJ.
They get it back. Kicks it out to Jones. Johnson the screen. This one for three. Hits it from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Rodman with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Deep two from Pippen. He doesn't hit that one.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Count that bucket.
And you simply can't give Rice those close looks because he is going to make you pay.
Back to Jordan with the shot. Lonzo Mourning grabs the miss. Left side Walker. Pass to Rice. Lets it go from deep. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Jordan outside. Outside Harper. Lonzo Mourning grabs the miss. Hornets leading by 5. Here's Jones. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Jones has got 5.
Well, it's great to see Jones finish inside, showing how he's a threat at the rim.
Pass to Longley. The kick out to Harper. Screen by Longley. Deep two from Pippen. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Outside, Walker.
Come to me.
34 seconds left to play in the first. Jones, no luck.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Johnson outside. Pass to Rice. Fires the three. Drains the three-pointer. Rice has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Charlotte.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's Charlotte up 6. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Jones, no luck.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Pass to Brown. Puts up a three. They grab their own miss. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
This is something Rodman does at a high level. He has excellent instincts on the glass.
Chicago shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Here's Jones. Tony Kukoc comes up with the rebound.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
There's the three. Shot's good by Rice. Rice has got 11.
And he makes it look so easy. Rice's fluid shooting form really helps him on those long-range misses.
Driving to the basket. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And here's Kerr from the arc. The putback. It's rebounded by Charlotte. It's Jones on the way. He has 5. Pass to Rice. Shoots over Rodman. Rice, no good. Bulls trail by 9. Rodman's shot is off. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Hornets leading by 10. Walker surveying the floor. Pass to Rice. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Rice has got 9 points in the quarter.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods in the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, DA. Thank you.
And Mourning just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board.
Here's Kerr for three. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field. And Walker's got the ball here for the Charlotte Hornets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Jones. Sinks the three-pointer. Jones has got 8.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Pass to Kukoc. Kerr outside. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Jones for 3. The offensive rebound. From deep. Here's Rice. To the paint. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Walker with the 3. The rebound by Jordan. Bulls trailed by 14. And a great assist by Kukoc as that one goes in. 8 points for him.
A high percentage look for Jordan that has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Offensive rebound. The kick out to Walker. From outside the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Walker's got his second bucket of the game to go. Pass to Kerr. And there's the drive. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Here's Rice. And so it's Charlotte. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hornets leading by 15. And it's ball in the corner. Pass to Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Charlotte with a new shot clock. Ball surveying the defense. Back to Curry. Fires from deep. Another miss by Curry.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Pippen. He wants the rebound.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Knocks down the 3 ball. Wallace has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
Plays it up and banks it in. Jordan's got 10 points.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Pass to Curry. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Charlotte.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible. Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Snatched up.
Hey, yo, that's on you.
Lets it go with a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Curry's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Hornets.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
At the line. That's off as well, so he misses both. Charlotte leading by 22. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Chicago. They need this. Devon's the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside Curry. Outside Ball. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Pass to Klein. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Makes it off the glass. Klein's got his first basket.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you.
So often, LaMelo is the setup man. There, he's on the finishing end.
Pippen, no luck. Pass the ball. Going inside. Three-pointer. Rebound by Pippen. Bounce pass from Rodman. Here's Harper. They get it again. The Hornets on offense. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Pass to Curry for three. And that one is stuffed right through.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Pippen misses. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside Ball. "12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 4 on the shot clock. Off target from the wing.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And so it's Charlotte, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Kukoc with it. They set the pick. On the wing, Kukoc. Pass to Bushler. Connects from three-point range.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Outside, Walker. Jones, no one around him. The three gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He is cold-blooded, drops the dagger, piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Kerr. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Pass to Rice. Here's the three. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Rice has got 20.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Burrell. Defended by Jones. Inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Kerr's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Scoring it inside for one. Steve Kerr switching it up a little bit.
Left side, Walker. Here's Rice. A second chance effort. Takes a three. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
For three, Kerr. He can't get that one. Jones for three. And another three for Charlotte.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Remington, no good.
Well, the defense shut that lane down quickly. That's the kind of effort you need to see.
Pass to Rice. Back to Walker. Here's Rice. No one near him. And it's good off the back rim and in. Rice has got 25 points in the game. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Burrell. To end the run. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Jones for three. They get the rebound. Launches a three. Outside, Walker. Pass to Rice. Shot clock at 5. A three ball. Kukoc grabs the miss.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Here's Bushler. And a great assist by Kukoc as that one goes in.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Pass to Rice. From the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Here's Bushler. And here's Kerr. They set the pick. From past the arc. Larry Johnson grabs the miss.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Shots good by Rice.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Goes up on the high post. And there's another one for the Hornets. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Wennington. Almost, but it rolls out. Charlotte calls timeout. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
Well, they could be trying to just make a change just so their subs can close this game out.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Rice. Puts up a deep three. Missed. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight.